this website called Scratch. I'll send it in the chat again. So, yeah, I sent it in the chat. When you go to that website, you should see something like this. And then when you open that, there's a button at the top called Create. So when you click on Create, you'll be able to go to the screen and we can start coding.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Tell me when you get there, okay?
I got it.
Okay, perfect. And Hansiko, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So, I was just telling Riley this, but basically, just to
How
go
do you get
over,
there?
so I sent a link in the website or in the chat. It's called Scratch, scratch.mit.edu. When you put that into Google, you can click enter and then you'll get to this website over here.
Yeah.
Um,
Where is it? Oh.
it's in the Zoom chat, the link.
Oh.
Yes. And then once you get there, just click on the create button at the very top. It's on my screen, but create on the click on the create button at the very top and it'll take you to this.
But I can't find it.
Um, I'll send the link again. Do you see it? It's in the Zoom chat. It should be like on the bottom of your screen, or you can just
Yeah.
go to Google and type it in.
I'm just going to Google it. To get out of the. Why do you do it on Google? Wait, no, it's this one. Wait, what? That's my school. Oh, it's so long. Jesus, why didn't you just...
Do you need any help?
It's okay, I can help.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. But yeah, well, until you get there, just for everyone else, um, this is what we're gonna code on. What we basically have to know is on the left over here, the blue things and all the different colors. They're called blocks. So these are our coding instructions. And then in the middle over here is where we drag our blocks in. So we can put our blocks in like this. And that is where we make our code. And then on the right over here, you see this character. This is called the stage. So this is where our character will move and do whatever we tell it to do with our code. And this cat over here, it's called a sprite. In coding, sprites are just basically characters. So any character you put in is a sprite. Okay, so now let's do our very, very first code. Um, on your screen, basically what we're going to make it do is move and just like see how it can move. So on the side, like on your blue code, can you look for the block that says one green flag clicked? So that should be, um, yeah, if you go to your yellow one, your yellow button that says events, you should see this thing over here at the very top. It says when, and then there's a green flag clicked. So you can drag it into the area where you're coding.
I can't see your screen.
Um, can everyone else see it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Riley, I'm not sure exactly like how to help from your end, but I can just say it verbally, and maybe that will help you. So on the left side, do you see all the buttons? Like there's a lot of colors, and there's one that's yellow, and it says events underneath. Do you see that?
No.
Um, I'm not sure how else I can help
But I
you.
saw it.
Okay, perfect. So when you click on it, right, there's at the very top, there is a button that says when green flag clicked. So there's a green flag on it. You can drag it into the middle in the yeah, in the middle.
Okay.
So basically what this button does is whenever you start the function, it will do whatever it tells whatever we tell it to do.
Oh, okay.
And so next we're gonna find the block that says move 10 steps. Um, can you guys find it? So if you think of it, right, where we want it to move 10 steps. So it's probably gonna be in the blue motion category because motion means to move. So when you click on the blue circle, on the top, there's another block that says move 10 steps. So we're gonna drag it and we're gonna make sure that it connects with the yellow one that we put in before. Um, yeah, does that make sense till now?
Yes.
Okay. And now we're gonna just press the green flag and see the magic of our code. So you can press the green flag on the top. That basically means go. So do any of you want to predict what our character will do with this code that we wrote? Maybe Ritvika, do you want to give it a try? Do you want to predict what our character will do with this code?
They'll probably just move 10 steps.
Yeah, exactly. So you can press the green flag and then see how it moves. So like every time you click it, it's gonna move. And that's basically a program. So this was a very simple program, but all the games you see and all the things you can find online have programs. They're a lot more complex, but this is what they basically do. Um, right now your cat only moves once though, right? Like we click the green flag every time we want it to move. But what if we want it to move a lot of times without having to click on the green flag every single time? There's something that we can use called loop. So, do any of you have a prediction of what loop might do based on the definition of the word?
Like loop the sequence over and over again.
Exactly, yeah. So, when we use loop, the code is going to keep happening over and over again until we tell it to stop. So, well, you can go to the control category. That's the orange one, the orange circle. And then when you get there, you can take the repeat 10. So basically, it will repeat our code 10 times. If you, for example, put forever instead of 10, then it will keep going forever and ever. And then if you put the repeat 10 times, it will do our code 10 times. So you can drag that into your code and you can connect it with the yellow uh one on the top. So when you connect it, your loop is on the outside and then your instruction is on the inside. So in normal words, what we're trying to make this code do is when your green flag is clicked, you're gonna make the character move 10 steps and repeat that process 10 times. Does that make sense to all of you?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Um, Now should we click on the green flag and then see what
Yeah.
happens?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see how it kept going? instead of last time when I had to click on the green flag every time that I wanted it to move. This time when I said repeat 10, it just moved like 10 times without me having to press the green flag each time. Um, yeah, so this just tells the computer to repeat the instruction 10 times. Um, let's say if I change this to 100, what do you think will happen? Do any of you have a prediction? So like instead of repeating this code 10 times, I repeat it 100 times. What would happen?
I think it's gonna do the same thing, but just 100 times.
Yeah, exactly. That's just what a loop does. However many times you tell it to repeat, it'll repeat. So if I click on the green flag now, it's just gonna walk for like a longer time. Okay. Um, Next we can make our cat do so many more things, right? So maybe we can try making it spin. Um, so over here in your um motion category, you should be able to find a code or a block that says turn 15 degrees. Now so you see how both of these are turned 15 degrees, but in one, the arrow points clockwise, so it goes one way, versus this one goes the other way, counterclockwise. It's gonna do the exact same thing, except the direction your cat turns in is gonna be different. So you can put whichever one you want, but we can take this and put it under our move 10 steps. So one thing to keep in mind when you're coding is your code is going to be executed. So your code is going to happen in the order you put it. So if I put the turn 15 degrees above the 10 steps, then my cat is going to spin first and then it's going to move 10 steps. Right now, I have move 10 steps first and then turn 15 degrees. That means it's going to go forward first and then it's going to turn. And I'll just make this repeat 10 times. Okay. So you guys can click the green flag and then see what happens. I, um okay. My cat is like towards the side because we made it do all the other stuff. But on your thing you should be able to see it like move perfectly. Did it work for you guys?
Yes.
Okay, great. Um Yeah. And now we can make it maybe go even more faster, right? So how about we change it from 10 to 50? You see how right now it's not moving all the way around, it's just moving a little bit and then it stops because we only make it repeat 10 times. If we make it repeat 50 times, let's see what happens. You see how it went in like a full circle and maybe even a little bit more? So this shows us that small changes in code can completely change what happens. So whenever you're writing code, you want to make sure that you make it very specific and you want to make sure that your code matches exactly what you want it to do. Because your computer is going to follow it like word by word, your code is only going to do what you make it do. Okay. So now, let's make it a little bit more creative. So you can customize your project. How about instead of a cat, maybe you could do any other character you want. So on the bottom right corner of your screen, you would see this like button with like a cat and a plus. So it says choose a sprite. So basically choose a character. And then when you click on it, you'll be able to pick like another character that you want instead of the cat. So let's say I pick the bear over here. I can make it do whatever I want it to, right? Just like I did with the cat, but now I can do it with the bear. And you can also customize the background. So if you don't want it to be plain and boring like the white, you can probably change it to whatever you want. So same thing, you're gonna go to the bottom, except instead of clicking on this button, we're gonna click on the picture over here, and it's gonna let us choose a backdrop. So if I click on it, I can see all of these cool pictures. Which one do you want? Do you guys want to use? Or you can probably like customize it for your own screen, but
Wait,
just yes.
wait, sorry, I wasn't here. What are you doing right now?
So basically, we're just customizing our code. So let's say if you don't want to use a cat and you want to maybe use a bear or just make it more fun and creative, you can change the characters. So on the bottom of your screen, there is a little circle with like a cat inside of it. When you hover over it, it should say choose a sprite. So when you just click on that circle, you'll be able to see all these really cool characters. So I picked bear for mine, but you can pick any that you want. Um, and then you can also change the background. So you see how it's white right now? You can make it into a cool picture or whatever you want. Again, on the bottom right of your screen, there is a picture or a circle with a picture inside of it. It's right next to the cat where we changed our character. And you can click on that picture and then you'll be able to change the background of your code. So let's say I want to pick the Arctic and I can click on that. And now my bear is in this really cool place. You guys can take like a minute to pick what you want. What are you guys gonna pick? Do you guys want to share?
I don't know how you pronounce it, but I'm picking Calvert.
Oh, that's cool. That's really nice. What about Hansika? What did you pick?
I picked a chick.
Okay, that's cool. And Ruthvika?
Pick ball.
Okay, you guys picked some really cool stuff. Now, you guys can take, based on what we did, right? Uh, you can just like, I'll tell you what to do and make your character do that, okay? So the very first challenge, can you guys try to make your character spin? So remember the code that we used, the blue one, the turn 15 degrees? You can use that, you can use a loop, and just try to make your character spin. And make sure that before you start coding, to make your character spin, you add this yellow, the when green flag click, because that's how we will start our code. That's how you always start your code, in Scratch at least. So make sure you always have that first. Do you guys want to take 2 minutes to do it? And if you have any questions, tell me. It's supposed to be challenging, so even if you can't do it, it's fine. We can do it together at the end. But try your best and try to make it spin. And if you want, you can make it spin faster by adding a loop, or maybe if you want it to spin forever, you can add the spin forever loop, the forever loop, instead of the repeat 10 times that we used.
We made it say hello.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Do you want to share the code that you used to make it say hello?
Sure. Like
Okay.
I went to looks
Mm-hmm.
and it, there was like the first thing was say hello for 2 seconds, and then
Yeah,
there's like a bunch of things.
yeah. So let's see what your code would have done. So if I click go, it's saying hello now, and my cat is still spinning because I have my code for the cat. But that's so cool. Um, were the rest of you able to do something with your characters or your ball?
Um,
Do you have a question or do you just want to share?
yeah, I'll share.
Okay.
Well, I made the cat kick the ball and it spin and glide.
Oh my gosh, so cool. You guys are doing some really cool stuff. And what about Riley? What did you do?
I went to sensing and I
Mm-hmm.
clicked ask and then it says and then you have to answer and then it says what's your name and then it'll wait for your reply.
Wow, so cool. You guys did some really cool stuff. I like how you guys did more than what we just did right now, which is really cool. Um, that's really good. So now we can move on to just a little bit of introduction to keyboard controls. I'm sure a lot of you probably know this, but we can control our character too, right? Instead of just having the code do it automatically. So what we can do is in your code, when you go to I believe it's in yeah, it's in sensing, like Riley did his like ask the question wait thing, right? It's the same thing in sensing. If you see the part that says key pressed or wait, yeah, yeah. If you go to sensing and then um do key press, or we can probably do mouse, the mouse one too, but basically whenever you use any of those codes, you can make your character like follow your mouse or like move as you drag it or move as you press a specific button. Do you guys want to take a quick shot at it first and then we can review how to do it?
What did you just say?
Basically what you can do is have your character control like move based on what you want it to do. So, for example, if I press the right arrow key, then it will move 10 steps, or if I move my mouse a certain way, it will follow my mouse. You can code it to do that. So just try like exploring how it could do it, and in like a minute or two, we'll review. You can also go to the events thing again and then instead of using the one green flag clicked, use the one space key or whatever key is pressed and then make it do something cool. So for example, if I want to make my character like move 10 steps, just like the basic, right? If I want to make it move 10 steps, I can go to motion, right? It's, same thing, use the move 10 steps. And instead of putting it under the when green flag clicked, I can put it under the when whatever key pressed. And then put it under that. So whenever I press it, it's gonna do whatever I tell it to do. So over here, I have the space key pressed. So right now, if I press my space key, it would start moving. But let's say you wanna maybe do another one, like one right arrow key press, then you could do that. And you see how I'm pressing my right arrow and it's like moving every time I press it? Were you guys able to get there?
Wait, are we supposed to like open the website? Because I just joined.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there is a link to the website. I'll put it in the chat for you. It's called Scratch if you
Yeah,
probably.
I already used Scratch, so should I just open it right now?
Yeah, you can open it and then go to the create option and start joining us.
Okay.
Do you guys want to share what you were able to do with the button instead of the green flag? Maybe Riley, do you want to share what you did?
No, thank you.
Okay. How about Ritvika?
When I did the same thing except instead of doing move 10 steps, I did like a glide to a different like position on the like thing like
Yeah,
163, 50 like
yeah, that's so cool. So basically, glide for everyone else, what glide does is instead of just like moving 10 steps or moving a certain amount, it will go to like kind of like move smoothly to a specific spot that you want it to go to. And then what about Hansika? What did you try to do?
Um, I um I I said move 10 steps and then I made it say I'm a cute baby for 2 seconds and then I um and then I um and then I and then I made it ask what's your name and when.
Okay, nice. So cool. You added some like cool stuff to it too. You guys all added cool stuff, but and then Shreyan, I know you just joined, but we were just basically kind of reviewing the basics of Scratch. And since you already do Scratch, you probably know, but we just made it move and then we reviewed what like a loop does. And we instead of pressing the green flag, we tried making it do things based on keys that we press.
Okay.
But basically, this is how a game starts to work, right? You press a certain button and then your character does something. So when you add more code to it, you can try to make your own game and it will follow exactly what you want it to do. So for
Okay.
example, if my game is I want the bear to go get like a fish, I can make it code it so that way I can move my arrows and move my keys to go get the fish.
Okay, so shall I just copy this code right down on my screen?
You can, we were kind of just like exploring it, so you can do whatever way you want it to do. But yeah.
Okay.
Um, so today we learned three real programming ideas, right? Instruction, so code, loops, so making our code do the same thing over and over without us having to manually start it over again, and events, right? So like when this key is pressed, make the character do something. So what was your guys's like favorite thing about today? And you can also share like feedback if you want of what you might want to do next time. Who wants to go first? Maybe Riley, do you want to go first?
Uh, what are we doing?
So you can tell me what, either you can tell me like what you learned today or what you liked about doing today, and then also feedback for like the next session, which is in April. If you guys join, you don't have to, but like what you might want, what else you want to do.
Um, I think that maybe we could like try out like the go to X minus 7 y 57. Like I don't really get it and I really want to know what it means.
Okay, for sure. I can try to include that in the next one. Um, what about Hansika?
Like what's your favorite thing for today, or like what?
You can say both if you want, like what you liked about today, and then what is something you'd want to see next time.
Are you guys done? Um, it's you can stay if you want to.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. No worries.
Customizing it.
Yes.
Customizing it.
Oh, customizing it. Okay, that's cool. Um, and finally, Ritvika, do you want to share? You can share like any feedback or what you liked about today. Okay. It's fine. Shriyan, I know you joined like recently, but if you have anything that you'd want to do next time that I can include, so that way it's more applicable for you guys, then you can share. Yeah.
So like maybe we should like add more sprites so the game will be more funner.
Okay. Okay. We will definitely include that next time. But do you guys have any questions from what we did today? Or any clarifications? Okay. If not, then thank you guys for joining. I hope you had fun and I hope you learned something new. And we will be hosting another one next month in April. So if you would like to join, we'd probably build on to what we learned today and then take all of your feedback and make it even more in depth and learn new skills. But thank you so much for joining.
Okay.
See you. Bye.
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 Bye. Riley, I think you can leave now, but thank you for joining.
Could I also leave?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, go. Bye.
Bye.